Okay. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yatha Vanakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Scha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raganatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sagana Lalita Shivashikam Vidam Scha Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gyanajana Shalakaya Chakshuran Milidam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gurva Bhistam Supurakam Gurganara Sisha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipanam Shri Rupa Patanugam Govinda Abhidam Ujwalam Bharatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Mande Vishwa Guruncha Divyad Bhagavat Prem Noe Bija Pradam Devam Divyatanum Suchanda Varanam Balarka Chelanchitam Sandrananda Puram Sareka Varanam Vairagya Vidyamburim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Zubhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Bandetam Shubharam Mareka Sharanam Nyasishvara Sridharam Bansha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavenibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahabaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Prabhupada. This is Adi-lila chapter 11, the expansions of Lord Nityananda. Nityananda Paramboja Bringan Prema Madun Madan Nadva Kilam Teshu Mukya Likyante Katichin Maya. After offering my obeisances unto all the devotees of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, who are like bumblebees collecting honey from his lotus feet, I shall try to describe those who are the most prominent. Jaya Jaya Mahaprabhu Shri Krishna Chaitanya Tahara Chanarna Shrita Jay Saidanya. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Anyone who has taken shelter at his lotus feet is glorious. Jaya Jaya Shri Advaita Jaya Nityananda Jaya Jaya Mahaprabhu Sarva Bhakta Brinda. All glories to Sri Advaita Charya, Sri Nityananda Prabhu, and all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Tasya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Sat Premamara Sakina Urdhva Skanda Vanuteno Sakarupan Gananuma. Sri Nityananda Prabhu is the topmost branch of the indestructible tree of eternal love of Godhead, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I offer my respectful obeisances to all the sub-branches of that topmost branch. Sri Nityananda Brikera Skanda Gurutar Tahate Janmila Shaka Prashaka Bistar. Sri Nityananda Prabhu is an extremely heavy branch of the Sri Chaitanya tree. From that branch grow many branches and sub-branches. Malakarer Icha Jale Bore Sakagan Premafula Fale Bore Chaila Bhuban. Watered by the desire of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, these branches and sub-branches have grown unlimitedly and cover the entire world with fruits and flowers. Asangyanantagana Ke Karuganan Apana Shodite Kohe Mukya Mukya Jan. These branches and sub-branches of devotees are innumerable and unlimited. Who could count them? For my personal purification, I shall try to enumerate only the most prominent among them. Sri Birabhadra Gosai Skanda Mahashaka Tara Upashaka Jata Asangya Taraleka. After Nityananda Prabhu, the greatest branch is Virabhadra Gosai, who also has innumerable branches and sub-branches. It is not possible to describe them all. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur writes in his Anubhashya Virabhadra Gosai was the direct son of Srila Nityananda Prabhu and a disciple of Janava Devi. His real mother was Vasudha. In the Gaur-Ganodaya Dipika, he is mentioned as an incarnation of Shirodaka Shahi Vishnu. Therefore, Virabhadra Gosai is non-different from Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in a village of the name Jamatapur. In the district of Hooghly, Virabhadra Gosai had a disciple named Yadunath Acharya, who had two daughters, a real daughter named Srimati and a foster daughter named Narayani. Both these daughters married, and they are mentioned in the Bhakti Ratnakara. Virabhadra Gosai had three disciples who are celebrated as his sons, Gopijana Vallabha, Ramakrishna, and Ramachandra. The youngest, Ramachandra, belonged to the Sandilya dynasty and had the surname Vatavyala. He established his family at Katadaha, and its members are known as the Goswamis of Katadaha. The eldest disciple, Gopijana Vallabha, was a resident of a village known as Lata, near the Manakara railway station in the district of Burdwan. The second, Ramakrishna, lived near Malada, in a village named Gayeshpur. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur notes that since these three disciples belonged to different gotras or dynasties and all had different surnames and lived in different places, it is not possible to accept them as real sons of Virabhadra Gosai. Ramachandra had four sons, of whom the eldest was Radha Madhava, Ramachandra had four sons, of whom the eldest was Radha Madhava, whose third son was Yadavendra. Yadavendra's son was Nandakishore, his son was Nidhi Krishna, his son was Chaitanya Chanda, his son was Krishna Mohan, his son was Jagamohan, his son was Veera Vrajanath, and his son was Shamala Goswami. This is the genealogical table given by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati for the descendants of Virabhadra Gosai. I'm just reading this as a footnote. Okay. Ishwaroya kaha mahabhagavat Veda Dharma Tita Hoya Veda Dharmerat. Although Virabhadra Gosai was the Supreme Lord himself, he presented himself as a great devotee. And although the Supreme Godhead is transcendental to all Vedic injunctions, he strictly followed the Vedic rituals. So he's the Lord himself. It says he presented himself as a great devotee. It means he acted as a devotee, and everyone could see that he was a great devotee. Antareshwara Cheshta Bahire Nidamba Chaitanya Bhakti Mandape Teho Mulastamba. He is the main pillar in the hall of devotional service constructed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He knew within himself that he acted as the Supreme Lord Vishnu, but externally he was prideless. Adyapi Jahara Kripa Mahima Hoite Chaitanya Nityananda Gai Sakala Jagate. It is by the glorious mercy of Sri Virabhadra Gosai that people all over the world now have the chance to chant the names of Chaitanya and Nityananda. Say Virabhadra Gosai Loina Sharan. Say Virabhadra Gosai Loinu Sharan Jahara Prasade Hoy Abhishta Puran. I therefore take shelter of the lotus feet of Virabhadra Gosai, so that by his mercy my great desire to write Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita will be properly guided. And Ega Chakra, where Nityananda appeared, is also called Virabhadrapur. Sri Ramadasar Gadadhardas Chaitanya Gosaira Bhakta Rohitarapash. Two devotees of Lord Chaitanya named Ramadas and Gadadhardas always lived with Virabhadra Gosai. Sri Ramadas, later known as Abhiram Thakur, was one of the 12 Gopals, or cowherd boyfriends of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. Dwadasha Gopal actually refers to associates of Balaram. But they're the principal cowherd boys with Balaram, and they appear with Nityananda Prabhu. The Gaura Ganadesh Tipika states that Sri Ramdas was formerly Sri Ram. In the Bhakti Ratnakara, there is a description of Srila Abhiram Thakur. By the order of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, Abhiram Thakur became a great acharya and preacher of the Chaitanya mission of devotional service. He was a very influential personality, and non-devotees were very much afraid of him. Empowered by Sri Nityananda Prabhu, he was always in ecstasy and was extremely kind to all fallen souls. It is said that if he offered obeisances to any stone other than a shalagram shila, it would immediately fracture. Okay. Nityanande Adi-lila Jabe Gode Jaite Mahaprabhu Adi-lila Tarasate Ateva Duigane Duharaganan Marava Vasudeva Gosherao Viva Vivaran. When Nityananda Prabhu was ordered to go to Bengal to preach, these two devotees, Sri Ramadas and Gadadhar Das, were ordered to go with him. Thus they are sometimes counted among the devotees of Lord Chaitanya and sometimes among the devotees of Lord Nityananda. Similarly, Madhava Ghosh and Vasudeva Ghosh belong to both groups of devotees simultaneously. Ramadas Mukhya Sakya Prema Rasi. Ramadas Mukhya Shaka Sakya Prema Rashi. Shola Samyara Kashta Jaituli Koila Bamshi. Ramadas, one of the chief branches, was full of fraternal love of Godhead. He made a flute from a stick with 16 knots, from bamboo with 16 knots, would carry a flute. Sometimes Nityananda Prabhu's associates, they carry like the gopas, they carry flutes, buffalo horns, things like that. Okay. Gadadhar Das, Gopi Babe, Purnananda, Jaragare, Dhanakele, Koila Nityananda. Srila Gadadhar Das was always fully absorbed in ecstasy as a gopi. In his house, Lord Nityananda enacted the drama Dhanakeli. Sri Madhava Ghosh Mukhya Kirtaniya Gane Nityananda Prabhu Nritya Korijara Gane. Sri Madhava Ghosh was a principal performer of kirtan. While he sang, Nityananda Prabhu danced. Vasudeva Gite Kore Prabhura Barnane Kashta Pashana Drabe Jahara Shrabane. When Vasudeva Ghosh described Lord Chaitanya Nityananda while performing kirtan, even wood and stone would melt upon hearing it. Murari Chaitanya Dasher Alokika Lila Vyagragale Chadamare Sarpa Sanekela. There were many extraordinary activities performed by Murari, a great devotee of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sometimes in his ecstasy he would slap the cheek of a tiger, and sometimes he would play with a venomous snake. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur writes in his Anubhashya, Murari Chaitanya was born in the village of Sar Brindabanpur, which is situated about 2 miles from the Galashi station on the Burdwan line. When Murari Chaitanya Das came to Navadip, he settled in the village of Modadruma, or Mamgachi Gram. At that time, he became known as Shanga, or Shanga Murari Chaitanya Das. The descendants of his family still reside in Sharapat. In his Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antyakanda, Chapter 5, there is the following statement. Murari Chaitanya Das had no material bodily features, for he was completely spiritual. Thus he would sometimes chase after tigers in the jungle and treat them just like cats and dogs. Now I believe this Murari Chaitanya is the dead person that was revived by Shanga Thakur, when Shanga Thakur had a deity of Gopinath, and Gopinath, Shanga Thakur was getting old, and the deity complained to him, "I'm a little worried who's going to take care of me after when you're no longer present. You don't have any disciples." He said, "Calm down. The first person I meet in the morning, I will make him a disciple." Then he went to the Ganga to bathe, and there was a body floating on like a banana tree, boat, where he was bitten by a serpent, died from a serpent bite. So then Shanga Thakur brought him to the shore, revived him, gave him life again, initiated him, and that became Murari Chaitanya. Then it's also quite more easy to understand why Murari Chaitanya didn't have any fear of tigers or venomous serpents or anything. He was already dead. Murari Chaitanya, he was already dead. He would slap the cheek of a tiger and take a venomous snake on his lap. He had no fear for his external body, of which he was completely forgetful. He could spend all 24 hours of the day chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra or speaking about Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda. Sometimes he would remain submerged in water for 2 or 3 days, but he would feel no bodily inconvenience. Thus he behaved almost like stone or wood, but he always used his energy in chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. No one can describe his specific characteristics, but it is understood that wherever Murari Chaitanya Das passed, whoever was present would be enlightened in Krishna consciousness simply by the atmosphere he created. Now that's in Mamgachi, and that's near Mamgachi. It's next to the last place where we go on the 4th day of Parikrama. Our Navadip Dham Parikramas normally end at Mamgachi, the parents' place of Vrindavan Das Thakur, and the temple of Shanga Murari is one very close to that, a few hundred feet away. Nityananda Ganajata Savabraja Saka Shringabetra Gopa Vesha Shiri Shikipaka. In the association of Lord Nityananda were formerly cowherd boys in Brajabhumi. Their symbolic representations were the horns and sticks they carried, their cowherd dress, and the peacock plumes on their heads. Janavamata is also within the list of Lord Nityananda's followers. She is described in the Gaur Ganadesh Dipika as Ananga Manjari of Vrindavan. All the devotees who are followers of Janavamata are counted within the list of Sri Nityananda Prabhu's devotees. Raghunath Vaidya Upadhyaya Mahashai Jahara Darshane Krishna Prima Bhakti Hoy. The physician Raghunath, also known as Upadhyaya, was so great a devotee that simply by seeing him one would awaken one's dormant love of Godhead. Sundarananda Nityananda Shaka Britya Marma Jarasange Nityananda Kore Braja Narma. Sundarananda, another branch of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, was Lord Nityananda's most intimate servant. Lord Nityananda Prabhu perceived the life of Brajabhumi in his company. Kamalakara Pipalai Alukika Rita Alukika Prematara Bhuvane Birita. Kamalakara Pipalai is said to have been the third Gopal. His behavior and love of Godhead was uncommon. Kamalakanta Pipalai is said to have been the third Gopal. His behavior and love of Godhead were uncommon, and thus he is celebrated all over the world. Suryadas Sarakela Tarabai Krishnadas Nityananda Drida Bishwas Premara Nibas. Suryadas Sarakela and his younger brother Krishnadas Sarakela both possessed firm faith in Nityananda Prabhu. They were a reservoir of love of Godhead. Gauridas Pandit Jara Prema Premodanda Bhakti, Krishna Prema Dite Nite, Dare Mahashakti. Gauridas Pandit, the emblem of the most elevated devotional service and love of Godhead, had the greatest potency to receive and deliver such love. It is said that Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur writes in his Anubhashya, it is said that Gauridas Pandit was always patronized by King Krishnadas, the son of Harihoda. Gauridas Pandit lived in the village of Shaligram, which is situated a few miles from the railway station Mudagacha. This is near, and later he came to reside in Ambika Kalana. It is stated in the Gaur-Ganadesh Deepika that formerly he was Subal, one of the cowherd boyfriends of Krishna and Balaram in Vrindavan. Huh? No. What did I know? Nityananda Sanra Samarpila Jatikula Panti Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Kore Pranapati, making Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda the lords of his life. Gauridas Pandit sacrificed everything for the service of Lord Nityananda, even the fellowship of his own family. Now, Gauridas Pandit, he established deities of Nitai Gaur and Kalna. And there's one of the deities worshipped during the time of Mahaprabhu. And then his disciple was what's his name? Hridai Chaitanya, and his disciple was Shamananda, no? Who used to be known as Dukhi Krishnadas and Sukhi Krishnadas, and then became Shamananda. You know that, and that has a story of how that Shamananda was transferred from Sakya Ras to Madhura Ras in Vrindavan. There's incident there with the bracelet of Srimati Radharani had been lost in the Jamuna, and a new kind of, and Shamananda, at that time he was Sukhi Krishnadas or something like that, and then who was looking for the bracelet? The bracelet was, but it was, as far as I remember, the bracelet was being looked for by Vishaka, I believe. And he found that bracelet, and then Vishaka had told him to bathe in the Jamuna, and it was seen that his rasa and features changed from that of a man to a woman, and he was given the name Shamananda. And then Hridai Chaitanya heard about that, and he came, and he was upset, and he asked why you were unfaithful, why you're inventing something new. And then Shamananda said, well, if you can rub this new tilak he had, you can rub that off my head, try, or something. I mean, he said it nicely to his guru, but that could not be altered. That tilak was made by the bracelet of Radharani. Anyway, this is a whole story about Shamananda. And it's an interesting story, and Guru Maharaj talked about that. Guru Maharaj talked about that story. So he said, it shows that it is possible that somebody's rasa could be changed. It's an interesting story, but, that's related with Gauridas Pandit, because that's in his line. Gauridas Pandit, Hridaya Chaitanya, Shyamananda. Nityanande Samarpila Jati Kula Panti Sri Chaitanya Nityanande Kore Pranapati, making Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda the lords of his life. Gauridas Pandit sacrificed everything for the service of Lord Nityananda, even the fellowship of his own family. Nityananda Prabhu Priyan Pandita Purandar Premarnava Madhye Fire Jaichana Mandar. The 13th important devotee of Sri Nityananda Prabhu was Pandit Purandar, who moved in the ocean of love of God, just like the Mandara hill. Parameshwaradas Nityanandaika Sharan Krishna Bhakti Pai Tare Jai Kore Smaran. Parameshwaradas, said to be the fifth Gopal of Krishna Lila, completely surrendered to the lotus feet of Nityananda. Anyone who remembers his name, Parameshwaradas, will get love of Krishna very easily. Jagadish Pandit Hoy Jagat Pavan Krishna Premamrita Barshe Jena Barshagan. Jagadish Pandit, the 15th branch of Lord Nityananda's followers, was the deliverer of the entire world. Devotional love of Krishna showered from him like torrents of rain. Nityananda Priyabhritya Pandita Dhananjaya Adyanda Virakta Sada Krishna Premamaya. The 16th dear servant of Nityananda Prabhu was Dhananjaya Pandit. He was very much renounced and always merged in love of Krishna. Mahesh Pandit Brajer Mahesh Pandita Brajer Udar Gopal Dakabadye Nritya Kore Preme Mato Jao. Mahesh Pandit, the 7th of the 12 Gopals, was very liberal. In great love of Krishna, he danced to the beating of a kettle drum like a madman. Navadipe Purushottama Pandita Mahashai Nityananda Name Jara Mahunmara Hoy. Purushottama Pandit, a resident of Navadip, was the 8th Gopal. He would become almost mad as soon as he heard the holy name of Nityananda Prabhu. Balaramadas Krishna Prema Rasa Swadi Nityananda Name Hoy Parama Unmadi. Balaram Das always fully tasted the nectar of love of Krishna. Upon hearing the name of Nityananda Prabhu, he would become greatly maddened. Mahabhagavat Jarunatha Kavi Chandra Jahara Hridaya Nritya Kore Nityananda. Yadunath Kavi Chandra was a great devotee. Lord Nityananda Prabhu always danced in his heart. Radhe Jaranjanma Krishnadasa Dvijabar Sri Nityananda Teho Paramakingar. The 21st devotee of Sri Nityananda in Bengal was Krishnadas Brahman, who was a first-class servant of the Lord. Kala Krishnadas Bora Vaishnava Pradhan Nityananda Chandra Binu Nahi Janiyan. The 22nd devotee of Lord Nityananda Prabhu was Kala Krishnadas, who was the 9th coward boy. He was a first-class Vaishnava and did not know anything beyond Nityananda Prabhu. Sri Sadashiva Kavi Raja Bora Mahashai Sri Purushottamadas Taharatanai. The 23rd and 24th prominent devotees of Nityananda Prabhu were Sadashiva Kaviraj and his son Purushottamadas, who was the 10th Gopal. Ajanma Nimagna Nityananda Charane Nirantara Adi-lila Kore Krishna Sane. From birth, Purushottama Das was merged in the service of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, and he always engaged in childish play with Lord Krishna. Tara Putra Mashai Shri Kanu Thakur Jaradehe Rohe Krishna Premamrita Pur. Sri Kanu Thakur, a very respectable gentleman, was the son of Purushottama Das Thakur. He was such a great devotee that Lord Krishna always lived in his body. Mahabhagavad Shrestha Dada Udarana Sarva Bhave Seve Nityananda Charan Udarana Datta Thakur, the 11th among the 12 cowherd boys, was an exalted devotee of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. He worshipped the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda in all respects. Acharya Vaishnavananda Bhakti Adhikari Purve Nama Chila Jara Raghunatha Puri. The 27th prominent devotee of Nityananda Prabhu was Acharya Vaishnavananda, a great personality in devotional service. He was formerly known as Raghunatha Puri. Vishnudas Nandana Gangadasa Teenbai Purvejara Gare Chila Thakur Nitai. Another important devotee of Lord Nityananda Prabhu was Vishnudas, who had two brothers, Nandana and Gangadas. Lord Nityananda Prabhu sometimes stayed at their house. The three brothers, Vishnudas, Nandan, and Gangadas, were residents of Navadip and belonged to the Bhattacharya Brahmin family. Both Vishnudas and Gangadas stayed for some time with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Jagannath Puri, and the Chaitanya Bhagavat states that formerly Nityananda Prabhu stayed at their house, in the house of Nandan Acharya, and Mayapur is where Mahaprabhu met up with Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Britya Paramananda Upadhyaya Sri Jiva Pandit Nityananda Gunagaya. Paramananda Upadhyaya was Nityananda Prabhu's great servitor. Sri Jiva Pandit glorified the qualities of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. Paramananda Gupta Krishna Bhakta Mahamati Purvejara Gare Nityananda Basati. The 31st devotee of Lord Nityananda Prabhu was Paramananda Gupta, who was greatly devoted to Lord Krishna and highly advanced in spiritual consciousness. Formerly, Nityananda Prabhu also resided at his house for some time. Narayana Krishnadas Saramanohar Devananda Charibai Nitai Kingar. The 32nd, 33rd, 34th, and 35th prominent devotees were Narayana, Krishnadas, Manohar, and Devananda, who always engaged in the service of Lord Nityananda. Hora Krishnadas Nityananda Prabhu Pran Nityananda Paraminu Nahi Janayan. The 36th devotee of Lord Nityananda was Hora Krishnadas, whose life and soul was Nityananda Prabhu. He was always dedicated to the lotus feet of Nityananda, and he knew no one else but him. Nakari Mukunda Surya Madhava Sridhar Ramananda Basu Jagannatha Mahidar. Among Lord Nityananda's devotees, Nakadi was the 37th, Mukunda the 38th, Surya the 39th, Madhava the 40th, Sridhar the 41st, Ramananda the 42nd, Jagannath the 43rd, and Mahidara 44th. Sridhar was the 12th Gopal. Srimanda Gokuladas Hari Harananda Shivainandai Abhaduta Paramananda. Srimanta was the 45th, Gokuldas the 46th, Hariharananda, the 47th, Shivai, the 48th, Nandai, the 49th, and Paramananda, the 50th. Vasantana Hora, Gopala Sanatan, Vishnai, Hajara, Krishnananda Sulochan. Vasant was the 51st, Navani Hora the 52nd, Gopal the 53rd, Sanatan the 54th, Vishnai the 55th, Krishnananda the 56th, and Sulochan the 57th. Kamsari Sena Ramasena Ramachandra Kaviraj, Govinda Sriranga Mukunda Teen Kaviraj. The 58th great devotee of Lord Nityananda Prabhu was Kamsari Sen. The 59th was Ramasena. The 60th was Ramachandra Kaviraj. And the 61st, 62nd, and 63rd were Govinda, Sriranga, and Mukunda, who were all physicians. Pitambara Madhavacharya Dasha Damodar Shankara Mukunda Jnanadasa Manohar. Among the devotees of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, Pitambar was the 64th, Madhvacharya the 65th, Damodar Das the 66th, Shankar the 67th, Mukunda the 68th, Jnanadas the 69th, and Manohar the 70th. Nartaka Gopal, Ramabhadra Gaurangadas, Nrsimha Chaitanya, Meenaketan Ramadas. The dancer Gopal was the 71st, Ramabhadra the 72nd, Gaurangadas the 73rd, Nrsimha Chaitanya the 74th, and Meenaketan Ramdas the 75th. Vrindavanadas Narayana Nandan, Chaitanya Mangala Jeho Korila Rachan. Vrindavandas Thakur, the son of Srimati Narayani, composed Sri Chaitanya Mangal, later known as Sri Chaitanya Bhagwat. Bhagavate Krishna Lila Varnila Veda Vyas Chaitanya Lila Te Vyasa Vrindavanadas. Srila Vyasadeva described the pastimes of Krishna in Srimad Bhagavatam. The Vyasa of the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was Vrindavan Das. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur was an incarnation of Veda Vyas and also a friendly cowherd boy named Kushamapida in Krishna Lila. In other words, the author of the Chaitanya Bhagwat, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur, the son of Srivas Thakur's niece Narayani, was a combined incarnation of Veda Vyas and the cowherd boy Kushumapida. There is a descriptive statement by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur in his commentary on Sri Chaitanya Bhagwat, giving the biographical details of the life of Vrindavan Das Thakur. Sarva Shaka Shrestha Virabhadra Gosai, Tara Upashaka Jata Tara Antanai. Among all the branches of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, Virabhadra Gosai was the topmost. His sub-branches were unlimited. Ananta Nityananda Gan, Kekaru Ganan, Atma Pavitrata Hetu, Likilan Katajan. No one can count the unlimited followers of Nityananda Prabhu. I have mentioned some of them just for my own self-purification. Isarvashaka Purna, Pakva Premafale, Jaridekitare Diya, Bashaila Sakale. All three branches, the devotees of Lord Nityananda Prabhu became, all these branches, the devotees of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, being full of ripened fruits of love of Krishna, distributed these fruits to all they met, flooding them with love of Krishna. Anargala Prema Sabar Cheshtanagal Prema Dite Krishna Dite Dare Mahabal. All these devotees had unlimited strength to deliver unobstructed, unceasing love of Krishna. By their own strength, they could offer anyone Krishna and love of Krishna. Sankepe Kahilane Nityanandagan Jaharavadi Napai Sahasrabadan. I have briefly described only some of the followers and devotees of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Even the 1,000-mouthed Seshanaga cannot describe all of these unlimited devotees. Shri Rupa Raghunath Pade Jaras Chaitanya Charitamrita Kohe Krishnadas. Shri Rupa Raghunath Pade Jaras Chaitanya Charitamrita Kohe Krishnadas. With an ardent desire to serve the purpose of Shri Rupa and Shri Raghunath, I, Krishnadas, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi-lila, 11th chapter, in the matter of the expansions of Lord Nityananda. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jarabaya Nama Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jarabaya Nama Jarabaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Jarabaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ki Jai. Jai Vishnupad Saparvajaka Charyashta Thara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajaka Charyashta Thara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Rakakshida Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Sunanda Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishordas Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhaum Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Bharga Ki Jai. Namachari Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Jiva Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Premzigo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavad Ki Jai. Narottam Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Vishvavaranya Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmalacharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Nanda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Navadi Dham Ki Jai. Shri Ram Mayapur Ki Jai. Saparshada Sri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Saparshada Sri Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Sri Kuladip Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Soquel Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram Ki Jai. Ganga Devi Ki Jai. Tulasi Madharani Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Govardhan Sham Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Ju Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Sripad Bhakti Chandan Parvat Maharaj Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande.
Srila Bhakti Pavan Janardan Maharaj Ki Jai.